All right, Tiger fans, may I present to you today Brad Stevens, class of 1999 men's basketball. Brad Stevens earned 4 varsity letters in men's basketball as he played in all 101 games during his career, an All-Indiana Collegiate Athletic Conference honorable mention selection in 1996, and DePauw Coaches Award recipient as a senior. Stevens twice recorded a career-high 24 points in a game. He was a management fellow and a 3-time academic All-America nominee, while also serving as a civic intern at DePauw's Hartman House. He earned a BA degree in economics and began his career in marketing at Eli Lilly and Company. Stevens left that position to pursue his coaching dream. Starting as a volunteer coach at Butler University in the summer 2000, Stevens became the Bulldogs Director of Basketball Operations for the 2000-2001 season and a full-time coaching assistant the next season. He remained in that capacity until 2007 when he was named the team's head coach, and his teams finished twice as the runner-up in the NCAA Division I National Championships. On July 3rd, 2013, Brad Stevens became the 17th coach of the Boston Celtics. Unfortunately, due to Brad's schedule, he's unable to join us today. However, he sent a message, and we're gonna try and watch and listen to it. So if we can roll that video, please.
Hi, DePauw. I hope this message finds everybody having a great day. I'm sorry I couldn't be there. Congratulations to all of the other people going into the Hall of Fame, and especially for me, a special congratulations to Rex Call, who was a great trainer my whole 4 years at DePauw, and I've known well before that when I used to visit campus with my dad. The 83-84 team, coached by Mike Steele, you set a bar for all of us that was extremely high. Congratulations to you, and congratulations to my peer, Amy Hasbrook, whose legacy, not only as a player, but as a great teammate and peer, is as good as it gets. And, special congratulations to all of you and your families, and I hope that you all get a chance to celebrate and enjoy today and enjoy the impact that all of those people I mentioned made on DePauw. When I got the call that I was going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, I laughed a little bit, because when I looked at my stat line and saw that I averaged 7 points, 32% from 3, 69% from the free throw line, and assists a month, and a bunch of turnovers on a barely over 500 team, that doesn't necessarily scream surefire Hall of Famer. The first 2 texts that I got from 2 of my best friends who were teammates, Josh Birch and Matt Broughton, were, how the hell did you get into the Hall of Fame? And so I think that sums it up. And I've been trying to search for that answer for the last few months, but I thought the best way to figure out why is just the fact that I was surrounded by Hall of Fame caliber people. My parents and a lot of my family have really pushed DePauw from the get-go, and I'm appreciate all of them for that. We have so many people on my mom's side that went to DePauw, and a fellow Hall of Famer in Kent Guild, who was a class of 1954 and part of the basketball team. And so it's an honor to be up there next to him. But when I look at my experience and my time there, I think that when you talk about Hall of Fame caliber people, it always starts with the teammates that I got a chance to play with. They're all over the map now. We were just an okay team from a result standpoint, but it's been a great team from a relationship standpoint. And it's really been fun to connect as I fly all over the country and see them in all their different ages and stages of life with all their kids, get a chance to eat a dinner, get a chance to spend a day, get a chance to see them on the road. We've had plenty of them visit Boston, and obviously anytime I go back to Indianapolis, I see a number of teammates there. I appreciate them all. There's too many names to mention, and so I'll spare you the time, but every one of them had a huge impact on me. The coaches, obviously all the assistants, especially Patrick Hughes, who recruited me to come to DePauw, I'm indebted to and appreciate the impact that they had on us. And Coach Finland, I was probably an extremely hard guy to coach. In fact, there's no probably about it. I was a hard guy to coach, a person that played a lot as a freshman and sophomore, a little bit less as a junior, and barely got in as a senior. But what I appreciate about Coach Finland was he was never afraid to have a hard conversation with me. And what I learned from him goes well beyond the X's and O's, but more to what's important, how it is that you're defined as a teammate, and the legacy that you leave as a teammate. And it's stuff that I've taken with me as I've continued to move on in this profession. And in coaching, you can truly relate to the person that gets their name in the paper and the person that is sitting on the end of the bench because of that experience and because of the way I was coached. And Coach Finland knows how much I appreciate him. And I not only enjoyed our time together when I was 18 to 22, but appreciate him even more now and enjoy our time every summer that we get to spend together now that I'm 42. So thank you, Coach. I can't say thank you enough. The next group of people that had a huge impact on mine are all the different, just different professors, teachers, and coaches that, I saw on a day-to-day basis there. Coach Nick, I've known Coach Nick forever. He coached my dad at IU, and I used to go to DePauw football games when I was a kid, when we first moved back to the state of Indiana in the late 70s. Coach Nick has had a huge impact on me and obviously the institution as a whole. Coach Huffman, who I tried to help get the Butler job in 2003, and from a selfish standpoint at DePauw, I'm sure you're glad we weren't successful, but as good as it gets, and set a bar for all of the teams that were there with her consistency and their achievement. And again, it's great to see Amy Hasbrook honored in this way. Such a tragic loss for all of us that knew Amy, and certainly for your program. But any day that any one of her players goes into the Hall of Fame is a deserved day because of all that they've accomplished. For me, Gary Lemon was a great mentor of mine in the economics department, and also kept the score sheet. Probably a reason why I didn't get as many assists. It may have been because I didn't pass. It may have been because of Gary's stat keeping. But then Mary English, I have to single out. Mary was one of the few people I'd say in my life that I could walk into her office in complete disagreement when I left, but loved her just as much when I left. She was she challenged me. She was warm. She was demanding. A true advisor and mentor. She would not take it easy on you if she thought you could do more. And I really appreciated that. My mom and her usually come to games together in the winter, as they both live in Florida, so I get a chance to see Mary at least once in Orlando or Miami during the season, and I really always look forward to that. And I think about when you think about Hall of Fame caliber people and why you're getting a chance to be inducted into this despite those horrendous stats. Obviously, the person that stands out more than any, and the best thing that ever happened to me as a result of DePauw was getting a chance to meet Tracy. And from obviously a life partner, been dating since we were 20-year-old sophomores at DePauw, but also my number one psychologist, my number one assistant coach, my number one agent, all the roles that she plays in my life. I think if you're judged based on stats, if you're judged based on the kind of teammate you were, if you're judged based on wins and losses, I have no business being in the Hall of Fame at DePauw. But if you're judged based on, marrying Tracy, then I'm a first ballot. And I think that's something that I'm really appreciative of. And we are appreciative of everything that DePauw has done for us. I look forward to getting back to campus in March to speak to the student body when I'm back. And this is the rest of you that are getting inducted. This is your day. I hope you have a great day. Enjoy it. We wish we were there, but send our very best. Go Tigers.